सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। विद्यामुद्राक्षमाला अमृतकलशकरा कोटिसूर्यप्रकाशा जाया पद्मोद्भवस्य प्रणतजनततेः सर्वमिष्टं दिशन्ति इन्द्रोपेन्द्रादिवन्द्या त्रिभुवनजननी वाक्सवित्री शरण्या सेयं श्रीशारदाम्बा सकलसुखकरी मङ्गलानि प्रदद्यात्। Hari Om. We continue our study on Dhanyashtakam, the blessings that we have in our life. And the shloka that we saw last week, the highest blessings that anybody could have, is over here indeed referred to as Atmagnan. And नासन्न सन्न सदसन्न महच्चाणु न स्त्री पुमान न च नपुंसकमेक बीजम यैर्ब्रह्म तत्समुपासितम एकचित्तैः धन्याविरेजुरितरे भवपाशबद्धाः. Blessed is the one who comes to realize in this world, and the one who realizes is beyond over here what is referred to as not sat, not asat, none of all these things. He is not the mixture of both the sat and the sat, sat, asat, none of those things. So basically, Brahman is not manifest. Brahman is not unmanifest. Unmanifest meaning in due time it will come to manifest, but Brahman can never ever become manifest. So the blessed is the one who comes to know this, that in this entire world of change, I have never manifested. I, the Brahman, I, the consciousness, I, the one awareness, has nothing to do with this play of Maya. Let the play continue, let the play be, let me work with the play, but let me not get involved with the play. If I am required to do whatever dharma allows me to do, whatever prarabdha invokes me to do, and apply myself into this world of plurality, I'm willing to do it. No fighting the prarabdha, no fighting Paramatma, no fighting anybody. We are not here to fight anyone, not the world, not the people around us, not Paramatma, not Brahman complaining why you created. None of those things. Truly blessed is a person who gets that Brahman, who is not Mahan, Nacha Anu, he is not Anu Vaniyan, Mahato Mahiyan, Atmasya Janto, Nihito Guhayam, Tam Akratu Pashyati Vita Shokah Dhatu Prasadat, Mahimanam Atmanaha. Kathopanishad talks about the greatness of the person, the one who comes to realize Dhatu Prasadat, the senses has blessed this person. The senses have become quiet The senses have gone into the inquiry: what am I? Who am I? What is this fantastic world around me? And if I can objectify it, the very fact if it is other than me, then it is not me. Then who am I? I cannot be the body, I cannot be the mind, because I am seeing my own mind change of emotions. The mind, which is the seat of over here, mind which feels the emotions. I cannot be that, the feeler, the one who is endowed with emotions, because I can objectify the emotions. Neither am I the intellect, because I am aware of the gamut of thoughts that I have. The quality and the texture of the thoughts that I have are known to me. So I cannot be that. Then who am I? I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm not the intellect. I am not even some causal vasanas because of which this prarabdha has been created. I'm none of those things. I am the Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Atma Swarup, that awareness consciousness. It is not Stri, it is not Puman, it is not Napunsaka, it is Ekabijam. I am this one seed of the whole universe, because of which the whole universe reverberates, throbs of the awareness principle. I am that. Yair Brahmaihi Tat Samupasitam Ekabijam. Those people who have the bhagya of doing the upasana of Brahman. How can we do this upasana of Brahman? Ekachittaihi, this intellect completely engrossed in the thought. That can only happen provided our mind and intellect are not preoccupied with the worldly awareness. The more we are preoccupied with the worldly life, the lesser will be our ability to engage in this upasana of ekachittaihi, with this one concentrated thought flow of I am Atma, I am Atma, I am Atma. And that can remain the undercurrent, and at the same time, drashti jnanamayi krutva pashyed brahmamayam jagat. In Aparoksha Anubhuti, Shankaracharya ji very beautifully captures this, that the upasana drashti should be ever reminding myself of, oh, I am this divinity, oh, I am this divinity. And pashyed brahmamayam jagat, because only if our drashti, the inner sight, is yoked onto it, then we will see that awareness. Otherwise, the mind and the intellect will see what it wants to see, and it is colored by the emotions, it is colored by the thoughts, it is colored by our own prejudice. So, because it is colored by our own likes and dislikes and raga and dvesha and our own prejudice created by vasanas, we cannot do upasana of Brahman. The upasana of Brahman is ever remembering Ahameva Brahman, Ayamatma Brahman, Aham Brahmasmi. Dhanya Vijareshu, uh, those people are blessed. Itare bhavapasha bandaihi. The rest come over here and they get lost in this world of plurality. Fascinating is this world. Bhagavan Krishna says, all I have to do is sprinkle little money in the courtyard of their mind, and they are caught. Wealth, the first knot of the heart, and we are caught in it. If we worry where the money will come from, if we worry where the conveyances will come from, then we are doped in Maya, because it is a Maya created problem. There has to be a if it is a Maya created problem, Maya solution will work, but the Maya solution, who knows? It is her mind. But my mind, if I lead it to proper understanding, then whether she brings the solution or not, I am left at bay from the worries, anxieties of this world. That is why knowledge is so important. That is why knowledge alone is the sword which can cut asunder all different types of ill thinking. That's why our rishis were not mad people who left the comforts of their home, lived in the soaring heights of Himalayas, and having these visions. Surely they were not misguided people. They didn't go over there to commit suicide. Mm-mm. What they did is they destroyed their individuality by chintanam. By chintanam, it was a suicide of the ahankar, which makes us dance. And when that was removed, they could clearly see the play of the world, and they could not get involved in the play of the world. Thus, they are danya, and itareshu bhavapasha bandaihi, and the others, they get caught up in this. They are caught up in it. Continuing, that same idea of now knowledge repeats in the last two shlokas. Again, we have to understand Shankaracharya ji is talking. So ultimately, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Raj Yoga, everything he uses it as a preparation. Bus. There's only one yoga. All we call it various names, fancy names for one. And it is called preparation. If we are prepared, knowledge arrives. If we are not prepared, whatever works, some bhakti, some karma, we have to go through by changing the attitude, tightening the screws, the karma yoga. Let me just learn to work. I want to say it, I should not say it. I want to give one, I should not give one. All these things by understanding, just like a pot maker, a kumbhar, takes a pot and beats it on the outside and creates the andakar on the outside, creates the round shape. By spinning that clay on the wheel, he can only give certain amount of shape, but the bottom part, he takes a thread and cuts it from the remaining spindle of clay, and there is a big hole. Now he takes the wet clay from the side and he pushes it towards the end by beating it and filling up the hole. The same way we have to fill up all the holes of ignorance which drains our vitality, and that is jnana sadhana. So ajnana panka parimagna saram dukkhalayam marana janma jaravasaktam samsara bandham nityam avekshya dhanya ज्ञानासिना तव अवशी ज्ञानासिना तदवशीर्य विनिश्चयन्ति अज्ञान पंक परिमग्नमपेतसारं दुःखालयं मरण जन्म जरावसक्तं संसार बंधनम अनित्यमवेक्ष्य धन्याः. All these are adjectives to the subject over here is dhanyaha, blessed. Who is the blessed person? Avekshya. He has come to see. Not with the fleshy eyes. He has come to see with the eye of the mind. He has come to see with the eye of the jnanam. Jnana chakshusha pashyati. And what does he see with the eye of the knowledge? He sees over here, dhanyaha, over here, avekshya, seeing closely with the eye of the knowledge. What does he see? Samsara bandhanam. Third line. This world of plurality is bandhanam. It is bondage. Samsara bandhanam. This entire ever changing world of plurality, Gurudev used to say, Samyak saratiti samsar jugu 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 iti jagat. All this Gurudev used to, if you watch his videos on Vivek Chudamani and Bhagavad Gita, he says jugu 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 iti jagat, that which just moves. That is samsar. Over here, the samyak sarati, like a sarpa, like a snake, it crawls here, there, there, this side, that side, this side, that side. That is samsar. Standing in line for darshan in Tirumala mountains or Tirupati. Jaragandi, Maha Mantra is a move. That is samsar. Narayana also is not available for a split second. By the time you have acquired the position in front of Tirupati Balaji, that Jaragandi has already pushed you out, and by the time eye opens to do the darshanam, because naturally we close our eyes, we bow down, because to see that Narayana is here. But then we stood in line for 14 hours to see Narayana. By the time we open, it is a wall. Arey, what happened? What was he wearing? What was the mukut? What? Nothing is known. Utsav Murti we can see outside. The Moola Vigraha. The Moola Vigraha is right over here. That Moola Vigraha, if we can capture it in our own drashti and do a perennial darshan within, such a person is dhanya. But to do that, we have to know that the darshan that we are doing is samsara. What kind of samsara? Bandhanam. It is a cause of bondage. Only when we live life up to an extent, when we are kicked by Mother Maya, when we are kicked by our own prarabdha, we come to this understanding. One rare Shankara at the age of 8, even before the life starts kicking, tells Amma, I want to go. I want to go in search of my Guru. One rare Shankara does this. Otherwise, most of us, we will only come like Mother Kunti in Bhagavatam says, Vipadasantunaha. Oh Lord, make calamities befall on me and my 5 Pandavas, because when we are in trouble, we remember you. When good days come, we forget. That is a plight of this samsara. We forget. A good day arrives and celebrations come along with it. And we forget to thank the one who has given us good day. Until a trouble arrives, and then we go back to him and said, what happened, Narayana? So, samsara bandhanam, we have to, and what is that samsara bandhanam? Anityam. It is ephemeral. We cry over ephemeral things. Just May 1st was when kids had to decide on the colleges yesterday. Few of them called me and said, Swamiji, I'm waitlisted in my number one school. I really want to go over there. I didn't get it. I don't know if I got it. But if I don't answer to this school, today is the deadline. What should I do? But if I get in, I said, if you get in, you go. If you don't get in, you don't go. Until then, at least you secure the admission over here. Just logically think. Go for it. It's only a matter of 4 years. You have to learn over here. You have to learn over there. What's the big deal? And said, how can you say that? I said, what do you mean, how can I say that? The same subject is going to be taught in 2 different universities. You pick one and you go. Oh, why are you picking the expensive one? Anyway, that's my thinking. So I told him, I said, go for it. If you get into a good school, good admission, you've secured it, go for it. And some other person, oh, I'm worried, what will happen? It is expensive. You applied, you got in, go. It is, samsara is anityam. Pay money and then work hard and pay off the loans. What else? We have to do something. Anityam, asukham, imam, lokam, prapya, bhajasvamam. How are we going to worship him? Bhagavan says, bhajasvamam. Having arrived in this anityam, asukham, imam, lokam, prapya, this ephemeral, asukham, completely sorrowful world. At least you worked hard, you got into good school. Expensive, so what? Take a loan, study. And then work and you pay off the loan. What else? We have to do something. So we cannot worry. 4 or 5 students called me. It's a May Day, they have to decide they have to go to college. But this is a 17, 18-year-old. There's no experience of life. How naturally, I mean, they have been in school all their life. An adult can logically think through it. And an adult with this jnanam, they can clearly see, oh, why am I worried about all these things? It is samsara. It is anitya. The engineering degree, the computer science degree, the doctor degree is for the shariram, which is going to go into bhasmi bhutam. So get the doctor degree. One day, each one degree will go to bhasma. But get Atmagnan. If the mind and the intellect is transformed, the jiva is transformed. Because ultimately we are going to take the blue stuff over here. The brown stuff body is just going to go down. So, Dhanya, blessed is a person who aveksha, sees, thinks, realizes, knows, understands. And Ajnana Panka Parimagnama Petasaram, Apetasaram, that which is devoid of any essence. No essence. Joyless. Ajnana Pank, a quicksand. In deserts, some places there is quicksand. An animal falls over there, the more it tries to come out, the quickly it sinks inside. This is how this world is. The devil's snare, as it is called in Harry Potter. The more we fight with ignorance, that much ignorance will destroy us. But if we try to understand avidya, janita, jagat, and try to work with it, to that extent, we will be saved from suffering. Pain we may have little bit, but we won't suffer. We'll come out on the other end. That is Ajnana Panka Parimagna. Not just Magna. Some Shankaracharya ji says Parimagna, very well fallen into the deeper crevices of this samsar, having fallen into this quicksand of Maya, having arrived over here, apetasaram, senseless, joyless, dukkhalayam, devalaya, vidyalaya, pustakalaya, devalaya, place where the abode of Lord, pustakalaya, abode of books, library, Chatralaya, abode of Chatra, students. Like this, Shankaracharya ji calls this world the abode of sorrow, Dukkhalaya. Dukkhalayam. It is an abode of sorrow, Marana Janma Jara Avasaktam. It is an abode of sorrow. Why? Because Marana Janma. Jatasya hi dhruvor mrityu. Mrityu is there for the one who is born again. The one who's born dies. The one who has died, again he has to come back. So, Marana Janma Jara. And in between the birth and death, the person matures, old age, avasakta, that person who is associated with all these asti, jayate, vardate, viprenamate, apakshiyate, vinashyati. The shat-vikaras of the body, what to do? If the body is healthy, God's grace, take upon the opportunity, make the most of it, do walk the path of dharma, tend to your swadharma, and give to the world, giving more than what we take, and spiritually stand tall. This is the solution for it. Over here, Guruji in his commentary says, people say Vedanta is pessimistic. The three line is just negative, negative, negative. It is Ajnana, Panka, Parimagna, Apetasaram, Dukkhalayam, Maranam, Janma. What is this? Advaita Vedanta, they are only criticizing this world is bad, this world is bad, this world is bad, this world is sorrowful, this world is sorrowful. Are Vedanta is saying Jnanam is Amrutam. That is what Vedanta is saying. The converse of this is Nahi Jnanena Sadrusham Pavitramiha Vidyate. There is nothing as purifying as knowledge. And if we acquire Swalpamapi Alpasya Dharmasya Trayate Mahato Bhaya, little bit of Dharmachara Vritti arrives. Oh ho ho, from where to where we can go. Climb the mountains. Stand tall in our life. After all, it is a play, so we should know how to act in a play. If we don't act in a local play, the producer director will kick us out. So we ought to know how to act in this world. Vedanta teaches us how to act. Thus, Vedanta is not pessimistic. Vedanta is a realistic view. If we understand, we can acquire the wealth of goodness inherent in us. We don't have to go looking for it, searching for it. It is right here. I am that fountain of wealth. This is what Vedanta teaches us. So, Vedanta only asks us to examine our world clearly and own up the joys that we are, not the joys that we are searching. What we are searching is part of Dukkhalaya, abode of sorrow. Our crooked thinking is, if I get $1 million, oh, I'll be very happy. If I get a home, I will be very happy. If I get this job, I will be very happy. If I get this woman, I will be very happy. If I get this man, I will be very happy. Just 3 days ago, this girl, Swamiji, I only want to marry him. I'm like, what is wrong with you? He doesn't want to marry you. Move on. Madness. I said, you're calling me waste of my time. Why are you? He's given you the answer. What answer am I going to give you? You want me to marry you? I said, wake up. No, but he's so nice. I just want to marry him. It'll be nice. Bhagavan kare. See, this is, we seek happiness where it is not available. He's happily with somebody else. Good Lord. This is where we are stuck. And rational mind, we try to follow it. We have to throw all this, get spiritual understanding, and figure out the path. Where am I headed? Where am I headed? Where is lasting happiness? How do I define lasting happiness? And how do I make work with things which are already there? And how do I work with things which have not yet arrived? Is there a way I can prepare for it? Is there a way I can demand it? See, all these things, only when we have matured enough in our life, we will be able to understand spirituality and see the value in it. Many of us going ahead in 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s still have not come to a mature understanding about happiness, demanding happiness out of a dead thing which is incapable of producing an iota of joy. This illusion keeps us trapped in the world of samsara. That's why he qualifies it janma marana apetasaram. This cycle continues. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jathare shayanam. And viha samsare bahudustare, krupiya pare pahi murare. We will just appreciate somebody singing it, but the message, far from it, caught up in the nuances of some raga and tala, gone. But this is what we need to do. Samsara bandhanam anityam aveksha dhanyaha. How do I get this knowledge? Gnyanasina tad avashirya vinishchayanti. Vinishchayanti, clearly determining what? Tat, that knowledge. How? By avashirya, having cut asunder. With what? Jnana asina, the sword of knowledge. The ignorance is chopped off from this mind intellect complex. Like Bhagavan says, asanga shastrena dridhena chitva. With the sword of detachment, asanga shastra, chop off, give haircut to this tree of ignorance, this vasana, this huge vasanamaya desires. We must examine our desires. They are the ones who take us on this trail of life. When we go hiking in a mountain, we map out the trail depending upon our health. Sometimes they say level 2 difficulty, level 3 difficulty, level 4 difficulty, level 5 extremely tough. And we know how much we can weather. And we pick an appropriate trail for hiking. But the hike of life, we never examine. We never even look at the trail. Where is it headed? People sign up for this, the Inca Trail hike into Machu Picchu, without knowing what that hike is. Oh, they are going, I'll go with you. अरे देखिए तो सही ये कैसी ये trail है. Will you be able to reach after the... No, Swamiji, I'll take the bus up and meet you up there in Machu Picchu. हाँ तो हमने बताया था. A trail of life. We have to map it out. That is asanga shastrena dridhena chitva. It will clear up the mental confusion, lay out a path, and work on it. If we reach a dead end, turn in the opposite direction, go over there. Because the astra and the shastra is proper. Born out of jnanam. So, jnanasina, the knowledge, the sword of knowledge. Bhagavan says, asanga shastrena, dridhena, with firm determination, we cut asunder the ignorance of life. This is how we come out of our confusion in life. We are confused because we don't want to change. A lot of us don't want to change. That's another big problem. Someone tells us no, then we cannot do anything. If we are, if Shastra is advising us, but if we have allergic reaction to the Shastra, allergic reaction to gurus, allergic reaction to religion, allergic reaction to dharma, then Flonase, Allegra, keep on taking. There comes a point in time, even with these, Allegra will turn into Niagara, and still sneezing will not stop. We have to come out, we have to change. No choice. If we want to become better. And these are the dialogues we have with ourselves in a quiet, secluded place, in the silence of mind. COVID has given us that. COVID has given us a silent time to think about it. Before things open up and before hustle and bustle starts, we still have some time. Clear up the confusions and own up why we have come over here. Shantair ananyamatirbhir madurasvabhavaihi ekatva nishchitaman ekatva nishchitamanobhira petamohaihi sakam vaneshu vijitatmapadasvarupam tadvastu samyaganisham vimrushanti dhanyaha. Dhanyaha, blessed people again. Samyak, anisham, very well, day and night. Tad vastu, again, vastu word is used. It is not a vastu, it is not like this vastu, a pen, a cup of vastu. Brahman, truth is not a vastu, but limitation of language, vastu is used. Tad vastu, over here, vimrushanti, they discuss. Wise person discusses the matter of truth. And ignorant people, they discuss the matter of avidya. That is it. Vidwan, wise people discuss truth. Ignorant people come and they discuss avidya, and that is called gossip. Precious time goes, they go to a temple, they sit in the courtyard of a temple and gossip away. Who has come, who has not come, what one is wearing, what one is not wearing, which union is happening, which union is separating, सब कुछ सन्निधि में परमात्मा जो है उसके बारे में तो क्या चर्चा करेंगे. So wise is a person who discusses Atma Vastu. Sakam Vaneshu with other like-minded people in forests. Over here, forest meaning in a secluded, quiet place. Not in a city, town or something like that. Vijitatma Padaswarupam. Vijita Atma Padaswarupam. They discuss this Atma Swarupam. And who are these people who discuss? Loudly throwing things? No, Shantaihi. They are serene people to begin with. First shloka says, Tadjnanam prashamakaram yadindriyanam. Senses becomes, they have become silent. Shantaihi. Ananya mati. The mati, intellect, is non-dual from Atma. Because the intellect has tasted, grabbed, touched everything, and everything is apetasaram, chhod diya. Like in COVID, they tell us you apply some uh, hand sanitizer and they tell you do not touch various things in the grocery store. You want milk, you open the refrigerator portion, pick up your milk and put it and touch even the cart in one particular spot where you have cleaned with that sanitizing thing, and you push, go to the vegetable, pick up your vegetable and go to the counter, just put your stuff and your bag, you put it, leave the cart, sanitize, walk out. This muddy lifestyle is coming back. I'm so happy. Otherwise, everything touching, and then the whole disease enters. Ah, mother is giving this, so we can go back to our muddy lifestyle. Less touching. In the same way, this intellect now is not touching things. That is called Shantai. If the intellect has desire to grab this, understand that, work with that, go chase that, where Shanti? Shantaihi, Ananyamatihi. It is done touching the world. It doesn't want to touch the world. Madhurasvabhavaihi. The disposition is sweet. They're happy themselves. They realize by getting angry, things are not going to happen. By getting angry, problem is not going to be solved. Anger, gone. Madhura Swabhavaihi. They've understood. They've been roasted on the pan of Maya. The doshai pan over there, it is cured. One after the other, beautiful doshas come out. It has become perfected. Madhura Swabhavaihi. Now, they choose not to get perturbed, get disturbed, get angry, get jealous. Nothing. They are too busy with their own thought process about reaching the higher. Ekatva nishchitam manobihi apeta mohaihi. Mind, intellect is not grabbing, touching things, is not pushing any desires onto mind, and that mind also doesn't have a mind of its own. Ekatva nishchita manobihi. That mind also, no other desires it is chasing. It is becoming content with where it is. This contentment has to be cultivated. We have to cultivate it. Yallabase nija karmotpatam vittam tena vinodaya chittam. See, Shankaracharya ji, how much he has told us. Yallabase nija karmotpatam. Whatever karma allows us to procure, vittam tena vinodaya chittam. What I did not get, I was not meant to have. Why will she give me? If somebody cheated me and took things out of me, it was not mine to begin with. Gone. It is okay. We should not waste our tears behind lost property, lost jobs, lost situations, lost wealth, lost inheritance, or even lost relationships. Ultimately, we have to give up everything. while living we should give it up, rather than the Yama Parshadas stealing all this away at the last moment. That will be terrible. People even write down in their will how they should dress me up before they close the coffin. कौन देखने वाला है? बाप रे बाप, बहुरूपी मेकअप. हच्छी. The worm who's going to eat you is not going to look for some makeup. So all these mental vagaries gone. Ekatvachittaihi nishchitamanobihi. Mind ascertaining oneness of the self, everything gone. Such a person is blessed. Shankaracharya ji starts with knowledge, he ends with knowledge. Who are people who are blessed? We will quickly look through these 8 shlokas. Knowledge is that which silences our senses. Those people who determine what is the Paramartha Nishchitaha, the ones who have determined that, they are blessed. Again, he has already said Sheshastu Brahmanilaye Paribramanta. The rest will just go around. So knowledge, acquire knowledge, quieten yourself. If you want to do yoga, if you want to do meditation, if you want to spend in silence, whatever way you want to quieten yourself, do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. So that quietening of the senses will automatically take us towards knowledge. Second shloka, Ado Vijitya Vishayan Madam Moharaga. We have, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, Shat Vairis. We have to conquer them one by one. Admit if you have an anger problem. Admit if you have jealousy. And then go in front of Bhagavan and say, Lord, this Prakruti, why is it behaving like this? Help me so that I can become better. Thus, Ado Vichitya Vishayan. Now the sense objects we will be able to conquer because the inner pressures are not pushing us towards the sense objects. If it is there, enjoy. If it is not, put it. Tell Bhagavan, it's not there. Please don't make me jealous of someone. This is not the right way to live. Jnatva matam samanubhuya paratma vidya. Again, going towards knowledge. Kanta sukham vanagruhe vicharanti dhanya. Blessed are the ones whose consort in life is Jnana, knowledge. Again, repeats. Senses, knowledge. Senses, objects, knowledge. Tyaktva gruhe ratim adhogatim hetu bhuta. Third shloka. Observe your family life. Shankaracharya ji is not against family life. Shankaracharya ji is against us getting tied down to family life. The child requires help, help the child. But not my bachu, my kanna, my beta, my kanna, my beta. Remove that vocabulary. Bhagavan's child. I'm a trustee for 18 years. They will go off, create their life. Let me continue. So that is Tyaktva Gruhe Ratim Vitasfruha Vishaya Bhogapade. All the objects. Learn to live a divine life in home. instead of stuffing every nook and corner of the home. And if it is stuff, you can start downsizing it. Get rid of the objects which you have never looked at, touched at, worked with in years. Research tells us that if on the bookshelf there is a book, if we have not touched in 6 months, 98% we will never open that book. This is what research says. Same thing with objects in our life. Clear out objects. Develop vairagya, dispassion, detachment, and this is not escapism. This will allow us to go further in life. You imagine the freedom it creates. How can I tell you that? Kasya sukham na karoti viraga. It will create causeless joy. You can just walk out from things and just, Bhagavan has taken care of it. I'm a trustee, I take care of it. Move out. Tyaktva mama ahamiti bandha kare padetve. Now, subtle sadhana, removing ahankar, mamakar, and ahankar. Such a person is a blessed one. And the one who realizes, the actual doer is Narayana, I am just a witness. I am just a witness. Now, fifth one, Tyaktva Eshanatraya. Blessed is a person who has given up Putreshna, Vitteshna, Lokeshna. Eshanatraya Tyag is what the person has done. Renouncing Eshana. Okay, these are the three knots of the heart. And renouncing bondage born out of children, bondage born out of wealth, and bondage born out of a desire to enjoy a particular field, a loka. Then if I give up all desires, what remains? Jyoti Swarup I am. Jyoti Paratma Parataram Paramatma Sanyam. I am that Jyoti. So I had talked about this Arutpirum Jyoti, Tanikpirum Karunai. This, I am this Jyoti, I am this Jyoti. Natatra Suryo Bhati na Chandra Tarakam. I am the Jyoti of all Jyotis. Then comes over here the next shloka about Brahman. What is this Brahman? So, he who cannot be described. That Brahman, not a man, not a woman, not manifested, not unmanifest, not real, not unreal, cannot be captured in the three periods of time. All that, it has no gender. What is this Brahman? Jyoti Sham Apita Jyoti Tamasav Paramuchyate. It is the Jyoti of all Jyotis beyond all concepts of Maya. They are born out of tamas. All concepts. We have to go beyond concepts. Brahman is that which cannot be defined. Brahman defined is Brahman defiled. Brahman cannot be defined, captured in words. So what do we need to do? We just need to dissolve ignorance. That's all. When we remove that, and when we focus on I am that, and those people, what is this ignorance? That is described in the 7th shloka, the samsara bandhana. It is a whole mass of what we get attached to. We did that 7. And 8, the disposition of a man of wisdom. Shanta chitta, shantayehi, ananyamati. There is only Bhagavan and the thought of Bhagavan. There is no other thought. There is nothing else. The mati is not grabbing or touching anything else. It has just become Paramatma. Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana pariupasate. Not upasate, pariupasate. And for such a person, yogakshemam vahamyaham, Bhagavan says, the realities of life, the details of life will be taken care of by me, Bhagavan says. So, ekatva nishchita manobhihi apeta mohayihi, from root ignorance is removed. And such people only discuss this. These are the blessed people. 8 shlokas we saw on the blessed person. This week we celebrated Adi Shankaracharya ji's Jayanti, Shankara Jayanti, and his composition we took for the study, and in 5 lectures we studied Dhanyashtakam. I invoke the grace and blessings of the lineage of Acharyas who have brought this knowledge to us. We have a unique system, the Guru Shishya Parampara of Bharatvarsh is perennially preserving this Jnana Sarita. This river is of knowledge is ever kept alive by this, and may these gurus bless us. May we become dhanya, and may our dhanyatva bless others around us. If there is one realized soul in the family, the whole generations are kulai ko tera taryare. Narsimetta says in his bhajans that this such a Vaishnavajan, such a person, he clears out the ignorance of the entire lineage. So may we become blessed for ourselves. May we become beacon of lights for others. Not that we want to, but in the process, we will be able to uplift others. In this way, we finish Dhanyashtakam. Next Saturday, we will continue our satsang. We will do Isha Stuti. It is a composition of Guruji. I'll try to find a soft copy of it. Very beautiful. I want to do Bhakti textbook because people have requested it. As I am doing very solid Mandukya Upanishad and 13th chapter of Gita, very, very strong Advaita textbook. So some Bhakti should also irrigate our personality, which allows the knowledge to sink in deeper. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschit dukha bhag bhave. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Namaste.